Hello, now we will calculate some more information important to make the decision about investing in this small apartment or not. So we will start by calculating the before tax cash flow. We will need we will do it for all 3 years that we will plan on having this apartment. We will need our potential gross income less vacancy. That will result on effective gross income. Then we will have to calculate our total operating expenses, fixed, variable, and also reserves. Finally, that will give us our total operating expenses. And then we will have our net operating income will be equal to effective gross income minus total operating expenses, less debt service, total or before tax cash flow. So for our gross income, potential gross income, we have year 1 equals to the number of units times the rent times 12. For year 2, we have equals year 1 times 1 plus the rent growth, and the same thing for year 3 using year 2. Now we will calculate our vacancy, which is equal to the potential gross income times our vacancy rate. We drag this down, securing first that piece of information. Now for our effective gross income, we have equal or potential gross income minus vacancy. And drag this down. Now for our total operating expenses, we will have fixed, variable, and reserves, which we already have in our sheet. Fixed, variable, and reserves. For year 2 and 3, we will use the same technique we use for potential gross income. Finally, year 3. Now for total operating expenses, we will add up all this information that we just calculated. We drag this down. Now for our net operating income, we will have what effective gross income minus total operating income. We can drag this down. For debt service, we will have payment secure the payment times 12 and repeat it for all 3 years. And finally, for our before tax cash flow, it will be equal to our net operating income minus our debt service, which is already a negative number. Okay. Now we will calculate our taxable income. For our taxable income, we need our net operating income plus reserves less interest less depreciation, straight line, we already know our net operating income, so we're just going to copy our numbers, drag them down so you will have the exact same numbers. For our reserves, we'll have the reserves that we already calculated. For our interest, we have built an amortization table with our payment, interest, and principal. For our interest, we have used another function called IPMT, and when they ask you for a period, then you'll put period 1, 2, 3, and so on until period number 36. Now we will copy our the summations for month 12, 24th, and 36th into our taxable income chart. For the depreciation straight line, we will have to use our depreciable base from the very first page. We will log this number divided by 25.5. We will also log this number, and we'll drag this down. Finally, for taxable income, we will have it is equal to our net operating income plus reserves minus interest, which is already a negative number, minus depreciation straight line. We can drag this down, and we have found our taxable income. Finally, for this, we will calculate the after-tax cash flow. We will need our before tax cash flow, tax impact, and finally our after-tax cash flow. We already have our before tax cash flow, so we will only copy and drag it down. For tax impact, it equals our taxable income times our investor tax ratio, our investor's tax rate on income, which is 33%. We will have to secure this 33% so we can continue to use it, and we will drag it down. Now we have before tax cash flow minus tax impact equals after tax cash flow. Now we have calculated our before tax cash flow. We have calculated our taxable income, and we have also calculated our after tax cash flow. So we will mark them here so we can refer them back. And finally,